Sean Sewell with Engearment.com. Excited to show you the brand new Vasque Reconnect Series Now. This shoe right here. Coming out for spring 2024. They went ahead and sent these ahead of time for me to test out the last few months. In this video, I will show you all the features and functions on this hybrid hiking slash casual slash fitness shoe. It's pretty sweet stuff. So let's get into it. For reference, I'm a men's 11.5 to 12, depending on the style, the make, and the year of the shoe. I almost always offer 11.5. This last year I've been going up to 12 for some shoes, just because I recently had foot surgery on both my feet, so my feet are a little bit bigger than they used to be. So the size 12 has fit accurately for me. I bet I could have gotten away with 11.5 if I really wanted to though. But the width on this is actually a nice sweet spot. Some Vasque shoes, in particular the Breeze, which are among my favorite shoes ever, Breeze LT GTX, I have like 4 pair of those are more narrow. So if you have experience with those are narrow. These are kind of middle of the road. They're not as wide as say an Ultra or Zero shoe, but they're just kind of nice in the middle, which is good for overall use. Made from a lot of recycled materials, 100% recycled mesh, recycled this, recycled that, blue-green algae on the inside, and sugarcane on the midsole. We've done a lot of sugarcane-based midsoles before, and this has a very similar characteristic of being a nice rebound, a nice feel to it. It's not as stiff as it may look. It's actually pretty soft, but not quite like Hoka soft. So the Vasque has taken a lot of cues, looks like, and incorporated into what I want to call a hybrid shoe, because it kind of does a lot of things really well. One, as a casual shoe, it's been very comfortable. I've worn it with socks, without socks. Warm temperatures, it is middle of winter here in Colorado, but we've had temperatures up in the 60s and 70s. In our gym, it's in the 70s sometimes. That's where I operate. You can probably see the kettlebells behind me. We use a lot of kettlebells in our gym, Existence Athletics. And the traction has been good for our rubberized floor. It's also been good, as you can probably see a little bit of dirt and debris in there, for trails and even snow. We actually have quite a bit of snow. It's a very hybrid kind of day here in Colorado. Snow, sunshine, mud, dirt, and kettlebells. My kind of day. So back to the shoes. Nylon right here. So you can see this material right here. It's interesting. I never some Scarpa shoes I've tested had this kind of material where it's really good being durable and keeping like rocks and pebbles out. Even when you're wearing barefoot, it plays nicely. But you don't actually get to make contact with it, which is great because it's not the most pleasant on your skin. I mean, it's not horrible, but it is a bit abrasive. So they went and fixed that by having a built-in sock. So there's a tongue here. They're black shoes, so it's kind of hard for me to show this all the way. But there's a sock right there that goes all the way around and circles your foot. So your foot never makes contact with that said somewhat abrasive material. So you get the benefits of having the airiness, so you can wear them with or without socks on hot days. And you get that nice circulation, but also nice protection from the elements. Really cool. And it's nice that it's got the socks. It gives you this kind of secure feeling without it being tight and restrictive. It just kind of separates your foot from the shoe, which is pretty nice. And then on the inside, well, take note right here. You see this padding right here? This padding right here? There's that same padding on the inside, all the way around. So you can see, it does probably the best job of any shoe I've tested yet of keeping the heel in place. I have somewhat scrawny ankles and heel lift for me is a real issue, especially on split boarding. So anything I can do to take up that space is beneficial. So as you can tell, they did a really good job with that comfortably. It's not stiff, it's very comfortable, but it's there and it keeps your heel in place, which is awesome. Speaking of heel, it's got a little bit of a drop here, but nothing crazy. It's not like a huge chunky like we see in some Hokas and other prototype shoes. Just nice, you know, for us heel strikers. And the traction, like I mentioned, it's nothing crazy. It's not like a Vibram crazy tread we see on some Vasques. It's just a nice tread. Like I said, does really good. We've had it in mud, dirt, snow, concrete, blacktop, and of course in our gym on our rubberized flooring. done box jumps on these. It's a good overall traction. Again, I want to call it a hybrid shoe because it does a lot of things very, very well. I had no problem taking it on the trail, hiking around. I had no problem taking it to the gym. I'd have no problem going to get groceries in it. And it looks good too. At first online, when I sent over pics to see if I wanted to test it, it didn't jump out at me. But when it showed up, my wife was like, those are good looking shoes. So if it gets the wife's approval, that's even better in my book. So Vasques still makes great hiking shoes and boots. And if you want to see any of our reviews, I'll put those below. We've reviewed, I think, probably 10 or 12 pairs of boots and shoes for them. And we love them. A lot of the Engearment teammates, you know, outside of doing gear reviews, actually own Vasque shoes because they just are great. They're well built. They last a long time. And for what we like to do, hiking around and being outside in Colorado, they work really well. So it's fun to see them incorporate a lot of their build technique and make it into like an everyday do-it-all shoe right here. And there's a couple other shoes that will be in the Reconnect line. This is the Now. So it is here now. And I assume it'll be out here in the spring of 2024. So hopefully this video was helpful to see the construction, the sizing, the looks, the pliability, and other things about the shoe. Was helpful. If it was, the thumbs up is always appreciated. If there's any questions I can answer for you, please put those in the comments below. Get right back to you. If you have experience with the Now, share it with our audience. Love to hear what you're doing with them, where you are, and what you think about them. I will put a link below once these become live as well, so you can pick up a pair. I'm Sean Sewell, the owner and director of Stoke for Engearment.com. And until next time, take care.